What's up, Bucs fans? Bucs are back in the championship game since the first time 2002. I was playing then. What a great game. 30-20 victory on the road at the Saints. They lost to them twice already this year, found a way to win. There was a bunch of good plays. I mean, a bunch. And I love so much about the way that this team played. The red zone stops early in the game, the balance on offense. They actually ran the ball more than they passed the ball. And of course, the takeaways. But first, we're going to start on offense, because when the Bucs finally took the lead, it was a 3-point lead in the fourth quarter. They had a crucial third down. And this is the catch to Scotty Miller on the out and up. Now, for us fans that watched week one, we know that number 20, who's coming in motion here with Scotty Miller, Janoris Jenkins, had an interception for a touchdown on a play that was designed very similarly. So, what do you think the Bucs are doing? They're saying, you know what? This guy likes to be aggressive. He wants to jump everything because he wants to make plays. This guy has a bunch of interceptions for touchdowns. And they run this little stem out by Scotty Miller, and I don't know if there's anybody on our team that runs this better than Scotty. I think I've mentioned this probably 2 or 3 times on film session this year. Just the way the subtlety in his route running here puts 20 Janoris Jenkins in a tough spot. Brady is going there all the way. You can see from the end zone, he's not even looking at the top of the screen. They know that they are trying to set up Janoris Jenkins right here because he is such an aggressive corner. And big first down, big 29-yard gain, puts them in field goal position. Of course, that flag didn't count. It is what it is. Offensive line did another great job today. Tristan Wirfs had Cam Jordan, who's one of the best DNs in football, doing a whole lot of nothing. Pocket's perfect, allows him to throw this ball in here. All right, enough about the offense, because as we all know, this game was about the defense and the turnovers, and there was no more impactful player in this football game than Devin White. His very first playoff game, of course, he missed last week because of COVID. This week, he dominated. 11 tackles, fumble recovery, and this interception, which was very, very special to me. Because look, the Bucs are playing 4 deep coverage here. They're playing quarters. So the 4 defensive backs have whichever guy come into their zone. And then it's on the 3 underneath guys, Levante, Devin White, and Ross Cockrell, to sort out the underneath coverage here. Now, the Saints are in a great offensive setup to beat quarters coverage here. You get in bunch situation, and then it really makes the defensive backs have to sort this out on the run. So as you look at this play start to develop, the Saints have exactly what they want. Bucs are trying to figure out who's the deep guy, who's the deep outside guy, who's the deep inside guy. You see the safety, Mike Edwards, take the number 2 receiver who he has in coverage, and that opens up this huge gap for Alvin Kamara, right through the seam. Now, thankfully, Drew Brees and Alvin Kamara are on a different page. Devin White is not. He is eyeing this quarterback so perfectly, and he called his shot. I'll give him credit. He called his shot. He called a big game, and he had a big game. This is an awesome instinctive play, reaction play, great catch. And then, if you're going to win a game and get to the NFC Championship game, you got to have some attitude. Well, the Bucs play with a lot of attitude on Sunday, and watch how Devin does to this wide receiver trying to block him. Oh, I love it. I got one more play for y'all. And the only reason I put this on here is because this is quite possibly the last play of Drew Brees' career, and I have a lot of respect for Drew. But he gets in a situation here. The Bucs are playing 2-man underneath, 2 high safeties. So everybody's needs to win inside and know that they have help on top. Levante David gets beat here by Jared Cooks, but he does a great job rallying back and distracting this catch. And of course, he drops it. Mike Edwards, who just mentioned, gets the interception. And if that's the last play of Drew Brees' career, it's a shame, because the guy was a very special football player. But in this instance, Bucs win, and we get to measure vertical jumps on the sideline. Let's see who we got. 18, Tyler Johnson's pretty high. I think that's the highest one. Chris Godwin gets up there. Mike Evans, he's not as high as Godwin. And then there's the DB coach standing right there in the red. Just, not going to bother. I'm too old. Can't do it. Anyways, Bucs win. Great victory on the road. They get a chance to go on the road for the NFC Championship, just like we did in 2002. It's going to be cold. Can't wait for Lambeau. Early afternoon. I'll see you guys next week after another victory. Cheers.